So why did this man just sit here and tell me a totally different story from what he's supposed to be telling me?
Because they're both similar, but it's a different story. So look, this one, it was still raining. So I'm sitting there like, man, I don't know if I should go to work today because now I gotta walk to the work. I ain't want to spend my last little dub on the lift to work. Ended up doing it. I mean, not doing it. Tried to walk. Waited on the bus. It was late due to how bad it was raining. Got on the bus soaking wet. Finally get there. I get off the bus and still have to walk like 15 minutes to the job. So now I'm walking to the job more wet. I did have an umbrella. My umbrella had a hole in the top and now it's leaking, so it's coming through and it's like dripping down my hand into my sleeve. Now I'm soaking, like shoes. I ain't gonna lie, my shoes was a little beat up. My little work shoes, facts. Had like a little rip in between the sole part. So now I'm stepping in puddles and shit, feet soaking. And it got so wet to the point where the glue under that motherfucker,
Oh my god.
like, somewhat started to come off. So now my shit's getting heavy. And it's flopping and shit. So I get to work. I finally clock in. Soon as I clock in, soaking wet. Put all my shit down in the break room. Soon as I clock in, she come get me and said, William, can you come with me? I said, oh shit. So I go in. She was like, can you sit down? I sit down. Then she said, yeah, it's just not working out. You know, you've been late. Been late several times during, the past 2 weeks. And I was like, it ain't all been my fault. I've been coming from school and all of this. It wasn't working. Got fired, sent me home. So now I gotta go back in the rain. Walk another 15 minutes to that bus stop. Sit at that corner. Waiting on the bus for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And it didn't show. Had to wait another 20 minutes before it came. At this point, I just said, fuck the umbrella. I left that at the bus stop. I get on the bus. I go all the way to the back. I'm sitting there, ride the bus back. Now, mind you, like I told you, in Atlanta, nothing is walking distance. Around the corner is 10 minutes up the road. Facts. That's what around the corner means. So, I get off the bus. The bus runs down Old National. So now I'm walking from Old National to the crib. You gotta go down Bethsaida Road, but it stops you like right there at that corner. So all you gotta do is go straight up the road. Now, you could either go straight all the way down the road, which is a long ass road. It's gonna be like 10 minutes. And then you gotta go up this hill to get to my house. So that's like a 5-minute walk up the hill. So now at this point, I'm like, damn, which way I'm gonna go? I go, and I start to cut through South Hills. But South Hills, I know, when you trying to get anywhere, the turns is the longest, it's what takes the most time. So now I'm over here going through motherfuckers' yards, trying to get to the crib. I step in this big ass puddle, walking through somebody in this big ass puddle. I ain't even see it. I'm running too low key because my pants is wet and I'm sitting here trying to hold them up. They was a little big, but I'm sitting there trying to hold them up. They all heavy and shit. My feet, like I told you, my shoes was fucked up. Step in this big ass puddle, straight trip, rolling. I get to rolling down this little hill, get up. I was like, fuck it, I'm mad as fuck. Straight get to walking. I just walked down the street. Right up, there's a couple turns. But as soon as you hit that corner, my house is 2 houses down. So, took that way and it was that. I get to the crib, tell my Dukes and them, yeah. It didn't work out. She was balling. I'm not going to let you balling. Having a fucking blast at me being soaked. and fired. Like, they let me get all the way there, though. All the way there. Just to fire me and had to go back in that line. They didn't even know what I went through. It was just a bad day.
Aww,
It was a horrible day.
baby.
It was a horrible day. Being that I was late, I know it's fucked up. But I made it. Like, y'all couldn't let me finish the day. Nothing. You straight. You straight. Can I talk to you? Bitch, you don't see I'm wet? Facts. You don't see I'm wet? That's crazy. That's crazy. You could have at least let a nigga work that day out.
Baby, heat him up. What are you doing?
So hurt. Cause I just wanted to punch that bitch. This little white bitch.